They just I think usually when I do something like this, my YouTube and Facebook, and I know that people they are very interested. I mean, to study grammar and just words, vocab, and the some aspects of parts of the language, which is English. I'm talking. So honestly, I don't want to teach some parts of the language, like how to conjugate verbs and, this is an adjective. I don't want to do that. I really want to give you fluency that is happening out there in the world. That real English. This is what I want to give you. So, I made a plan that I will share what I do in class, because every day I have classes going on, and well, that might be interesting to you. So let's get started. Uh, the- you know, usually I tell stories to my English learners. Some of them elders, some of them um, teenagers, youth, right? So let's get started with the story that actually I taught the story to the beginner class, where they try to improve their fluency. Um, so usually uh, I use TPRS storytelling, and this method really works for people who want to improve their listening and speaking much better. Uh, there's not even a method. Uh, the best method. This TPS that I know is the best right now, so far. Um, so yeah, but I'm every day I do a research about learning and how to um, help learners learn better, speak better, with the best method. So actually, my methods are coming from the research and like proven methods. So I don't want to use a traditional method where I have to teach grammar and stuff. If you know the basic stuff, no grammar anymore. Some of us, people who come from Bomber, well, we just know because we have studied and we have finished a lot of the what's so-called literature English, right? The kind of English subject that we learned, studied. Well, we pretty good. We were pretty good at those. So I don't want to do that stuff. But if you know the basic, the meanings right here, well, you can do a good performance, which means that you can listen to me and you can understand me quite well. I decided that would use pretty common words that you might hear. So let's get started. I think I did this story um just just because I use um the TPRS method, teaching proficiency through storytelling, and it's a combination of TPR, right? But uh TPR means total physical response, which means using your body to teach learners to understand better. Well, I'm not talking about TPR. I'm here. I use the TPR's method, and I created a story. So let me tell you what I taught today to the beginner class. So, um, I always use one of my classmates. Classmates mean English learners. Some students. I put them, one of them, sometimes two of them, in a story that I'm planning. So today I created a story about a boy. I started saying, um, oh, there was a boy. His name was Merlin, and he wanted to be a magician. Uh, he wanted to use magic, and and but he went to a master of magic, which means you usually try to use simple words that they can understand quite easily without translation, you know. So he went to a master of magic, and usually uh, in the story, the master was one of the students who was learning with me, and I also gave him the name William. So the master was William, and William was a master of magic, and but he had long beard. Mm, right, and he always um, mugged, right? Um, kind of laughed. Mm. Right. And it's kind of I showed them a little bit, but could not use very difficult words. And so, and always laughed, right? Laughed. And in a mocking way, in a way that is, you know, uh, and well, but of course, he arrived there, right? Morally. So he arrived there and he knelt down, right, kneeling down, and then he said, "Please teach me to be a magician." And well, he said that if you want to be my student, you must have mustache, and grow mustache. And we didn't finish the story yet, and so then I let students think what could happen next. So they were thinking, and so I tried to get the ideas, and then well, I got the idea that, well, maybe William was the master in the story, so he should have a magic stick to make a mustache grow. So he tried to steal the magic stick, the only one, the only magic stick that he had. But the problem was this guy, the master William, never slept. So the students were surprised. Oh no, what could happen next? Well, this is where we stopped. And this kind of story, actually. And first, while I was telling them, I asked a lot of questions. Who was a master of magic, right? Who wanted to be a magician? Um, where did he go? What did he do there? What did he say? You know, did he say to the master or the wife of the master? You know, whatever. And I asked so many questions. Usually because I'm teaching the beginner class, so the everything that I use must be easy for them. So hey, this is what I did actually. If you want to be a part of our class to improve your listening and speaking, and no translation at all, just learn. I'm a Burmese teacher, of course, as you can guess, but I try not to use Burmese, and I use English. Why? Because I should be the example, so that you will imitate me, you will copy me, right? So I want you to get English input, so that you get the English input, and I'll come. Amazing, amazing surprise, right? It will come. That's why. So good luck to you all, and just listen to what I said and everything, not just people. This is there is a problem all the time that I make these audios, and when listeners, right, they listen to it, they think that, well, I have to listen only to the story part. No, whatever I say in this audio must be important, because you can copy everything I say and you can speak using them later. So everything is important. Every word, every thinking is important to you.